Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we have a recipe to share with you guys. It is a homemade natural deodorant recipe. I would suggest giving it a try. We've been using it the past 9 months and it has worked way better than any of the natural store deodorants we have purchased. The cost of it is way cheaper than purchasing those natural store deodorants. During the summertime we had used it and it seemed to work for at least a day, like we'd only have to apply it once a day. And then during the winter you only have to apply it every couple days. Now it does depend on how much you work, how much you sweat, that kind of stuff. But typically that's how it works. I have a container that I store it in that makes it easy to apply. I'll share that with you guys at the end of kind of how to apply that deodorant, but I'll go ahead and share this quick and easy recipe with you guys. And then at the end of the video, I will have an update on how the homestead's going, how the animals are. And also next week, we will have a special announcement. So follow along, and next week, we'll have a special announcement in our next video. So follow that. All right, so getting started with this recipe, I usually have everything written down just in case you guys want a screenshot of it. 1 cup arrowroot powder, 1 cup baking soda, and 1 cup coconut oil. Also the coconut oil, I put plus next to it because you can choose if you want it to be a easier spreading consistency or maybe you want it to be a thicker consistency. Personally, I do like an in-between. I don't want it to be super melty because coconut oil does melt pretty easily. So 1 cup arrowroot powder. I purchase all my stuff through Amazon because I typically buy it in bulk. So baking soda is the only thing that's not worth buying on Amazon. It's already a very cheap product. So we do 1 cup baking soda, 1 cup arrowroot powder, and I'm going to blend this in a mixer today, hoping it doesn't go everywhere. Typically I just use my hands, but that does take a while. And then we have 1 cup of extra virgin organic coconut oil, which I also buy via Amazon because it's just a lot cheaper to buy that organic coconut oil that way. So I have 1 cup on there, and like I said, you can always do a little bit less. Sorry guys, you guys are getting a real up close while I get it out there. So scoop this a little bit there, and then you'll just whip this up to the consistency you want it at. So I'm going to go ahead and let it mix and hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. Like I said, typically I'll just use my hands for this because your hands kind of get that coconut oil to melt a little bit and it mixes pretty well. But of course it's a lot quicker to use the mixer, so you can do it however you would like. But just give it about a minute of mixing at least. Make sure that coconut oil, the clumps are kind of out of there. And it should start forming more of a thick lotion-like texture. I think I put on there like a body butter maybe. So I think that's about to where it's not going to go flying. But it's a very simple recipe. Like I said, it works very, very well. The container I use for it, this little container here, I use this one because it's really easy to get your hands in and out of it. Now, you can use tongue depressors to apply this, or you can just use, like you see, I mean, we just use our fingers, so I'll show you. I just use my fingers, grab a little clump, and when you apply it, you'll see it just kind of like melts. It's like a lotion. It will just melt. It doesn't ruin like clothes, it won't stain clothes, anything like that. And then typically I'll just rinse my fingers because it's not a big deal, or you can just wipe them with a towel, doesn't matter. No scent to it. You could choose if you wanted it to have a scent, you could choose to add a scent to it. But otherwise we don't do any scent to it. My husband loves this. I love it. It works great. Like I said, cheaper than the natural store-bought. So okay, so I added another decent little piece of coconut. I'm going to let this stir again. Now, I had tested multiple other recipes for deodorants. We did try stick deodorant. I did purchase some reusable sticks that I could make with deodorant. And basically, it was this recipe, but you melt down the coconut oil. I used some beeswax so that it would be harder and more spreadable in a stick. and same baking soda, or a little less of it. And I did try that way, and we just did not like it that much. The way it went on, it just didn't go on well enough, like thick enough to actually be able to work as well. So it's better applying it like a lotion than it is applying it through a stick that just barely gets any on at all. So this is about the consistency we'll want it. Now, if your house is like a warmer 70, 75, you'll notice, or in like a steamy bathroom or something, you'll notice this deodorant will get like way easier to spread because that coconut oil heats up a little bit. But it's still really easy to spread. So you'll see, yeah, it's just like a little kind of paste lotion. And like I said, this does not ruin, I know it looks like it might be kind of gross with your clothes, but you just put it on and it absorbs really fast. So we love this recipe. Like I said, I'll just throw it in this little container. We store it in our bathroom, and this lasts quite a few months. So it is a very nice recipe to have on hand. Let me know if you guys try it out, and let me know what you guys think. It is a semi-pretty day. The reason I say semi is because it's going to turn into mud so fast. It's already turning into mud in the pig pen. We've had a lot of rain. This is, I guess our second snow, and it's just muddy. If you live in Missouri, you kind of know how the weather rolls. Kind of gross all winter long. But I figured I'd throw this update in here at the end. Show you guys how everybody's doing. I'm actually out here this morning feeding, and I let out the animals. So I actually have to throw the pig food out though before I let out the pigs, because otherwise they'll run right out the gate looking for it. So yeah, it's already like sloppy muddy. But everybody has gotten shelter put up for winter. We kind of just used shelter we had on hand this year. We were going to build a little extension for the goats, like out in this field here, and it ended up, we just opened up the old chicken tank. You can see that door's open out there. I filled it with straw, and I've been throwing hay in it for them to eat. And then the pigs just have their little pig hut here, and they're fine with it. And they get scraps and hay and feed. And they are ready to come out. Okay, all the way out, Tuna. Come on. Out. See, if I don't take my little Petunia out of here, she'll go eating all the pig food, all the scraps. So yeah, mud. Ugh. My least favorite about having like a pig area is I really wish it wasn't muddy. A lot nicer. Hi, girls. And these girls are all in the same pen. I think I explained this before in another video, if you guys can hear me over everything, that the girls eventually will have their own pens, especially by spring. We'll have another pen here, and we'll have at least one more pen here. It's a pretty decent area, so that they can actually have their babies. So Peach is here. I almost want to guarantee that she got bred. And the reason I say that, you can tell how huge she is in size compared to Papaya. So I almost want to say for sure she did get bred. Sorry, my bad, girls. But if she is, like I think, 100% bred, then she will be due end of March, beginning of April. That is when she will be due. So hopefully I'm right on that. Come on, Pearl. They're wondering where their food is, because I haven't turned it on. Clear off the spot, girls. So I know that was the main update, was my goats, and like if they'll be having babies. And like I said, I think Peaches, due to her size, especially in the morning, even seeing her, they might both be bred. But I think Peaches for sure has been bred. And so we will be expecting some little babies come spring. Hopefully everything will go well with our first breeding and our first set of babies. Set or, single. Hi, Pearl. Pearl's always been the least friendly. The girls, I used to hand walk them on leashes. Pearl just kind of got thrown into the mix. She's getting a lot better. She's such a pretty girl. So those are the goats. That's how they're doing. Hopefully we'll have babies. And I'll show you the pigs real quick before I probably go ahead and end this video here, not to make it too long. These boys are funny when they come out in the morning. Before we butcher them, we have at least one more round of feed. We'll be feeding them, so I'll have to get some more barrels of feed. I was trying to estimate cost-wise, seeing what's worth and what's not for feeding them. But they are getting chunky, and I think they'll be ready before too long. Good sized pigs. So I'll go ahead and end this video here. Our big boy wolf, he's doing well. He's been out day and night, not running away, not trying to dig, nothing like that yet. Crossing fingers. He's been really good with all the little animals. Yep. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'll end it here, and we'll see you guys next week.